Yeah.
Yeah, Peds, obviously, correct Alexandra at home on Saturday in front of the BT Sport cameras. Where does this rank in terms of the scale of big games that you've managed so far for the football club?
Yeah, certainly up there with probably the playoff game that we got into last year. You know, away to Wrexham, and then obviously the Salford game. It's an FA Cup game. Most National League teams or any non-league teams, you want to try and get to the third round. So we've done well to get through the fourth qualifying round and obviously the round before. So we're one step away from being in the third round now, and yeah, looking forward to it. BT game, a team from a higher opposition doing very well. You know, they're third in League Two, so it'll be a tough test, but one we're looking forward to.
Obviously, you said they're third in League Two. How big of a banana skin would it be if we could pull out the win?
Yeah, look, they're favourites to win the game just because of their form and how well they've been playing. But I don't believe there's a great deal of difference between League Two and the Conference, and I certainly didn't feel there was too big a difference between us and Welling and obviously Stourbridge we played before. So gives us more of a chance because it's at home. But look, their form's good, you know. They're 3 points off being top of League Two. You know, you don't become in a position they're in without being a very good football team. Got some real good young players mixed in with some experience in the group as well, and a young manager that seems to be doing really well as well.
So the incentives of this game speak for themselves. One game away from the third round, potential glamour title with clubs like Man United. Do you not really have to say much to the squad in preparation for games like this?
No, not really. I think the magnitude of the game, and I think they'll be desperate to win it as they was the game before, and obviously the game before that they want to do well for their personal pride. And luckily I've got an honest group. You know, we've had a couple of league games in between and we haven't been distracted. We've focused on their league games, and that comes back round to the FA Cup. I'm sure they'll be fully focused, and like you said, look, the reward of getting to the third round is to try and get a massive game for the football club and for the fans. So we feel that way, but I'm sure Crewe feel that way as well. You know, they would love a Premiership team away from home, I'm sure as well. So there's not too much of a difference in terms of that sort of thinking on the game. So they'll be thinking the same, but just got to go out and approach it like we do every game, like we did the last round and the league games we've had in between as well, and just try our best and see what happens on the day.
So you just said we've had a couple of games leading up to this game. We've picked up 4 points, and you've lost once in September. How does this sort of form add to the confidence of the group and perhaps give you more confidence going into a tie like this?
You hope so. I think you know, we've had it's 2 defeats in 17 games or something, and mixed in between that, we've probably had up there with the worst injuries I've had since I've been as manager as well. You know, we've been without a lot of players in that spell as well. You know, so the boys can draw confidence from the way they're playing. Certainly at home, I feel like we're a match for every team we play. Obviously lost one game at home against Barnet, which was literally the last kick of the game. So the fact it's at home, the fact we're in good form, but you know, it's a cliche, but it's the truth. An FA Cup form goes out the window really. It's just on the day who performs the best, who deals with the pressure of the game the best. You know, they're a good side, but so are we. We believe we can cause an upset, but I'm sure they're fairly confident they can come here and win the game as well.
Obviously, as you said, with the amount of injuries that have stockpiled up in the 17-game stretch, how are players like Reece Johnson and Rex Winter, Jack Wright coming along? Could they either be fit for Saturday?
Certainly Jack and Wince won't be. They've been sort of longer term injuries. Jack was out for a month with his hamstring, come back, and he's done his other hamstring, but he's still a little bit away. He's back out doing bits and pieces, but not right. Same with Wince, he come back from it, just was unlucky rolling his ankle, so he certainly won't be in selection. Raider's got an outside chance. Sitting here right now, I don't believe he'll be fit, but we've still got 24, 48 hours, and I'm sure he's trying everything he can be to be fit for the game. Boyce's back from suspension, so he'll be back involved. And Michael Green was back out training today, not with the group, but doing work, so he could maybe be involved as well. So we might lose one, but gain 2, we're hoping, or that's certainly what I'm hoping anyway.
How much of a boost is that, getting Michael Green fit again?
Yeah, it will be. We're going to have to see how it settles down today. He's done work out on the training pitch. It's more to see how he reacts to what the stuff he's done today and whether he comes through it okay. I'm sure if he comes through it okay, he's desperate to be involved in the game. And to be fair to Greener, he's one of those that as soon as he feels like he's nearly fit, he wants to be out there. So he's probably a little bit ahead of where we thought it would be. We're hoping he would be, but he's really in truth a 50-50 right now. I'm sure he wants it to be more 80-20 in his favour, but as a manager I've got to look at it and be 50-50. Boyce back from suspension is a boost because he's been playing really well for us, played pretty much every game this season. So if we was to lose Raider, which is a 50-50, then we've got Boyce to come in. So yeah, but the boost is boys are coming back fit. You've seen that in the last couple of weeks. A few more bodies are getting back out on the pitch now, and it can only be a good thing.
What's the buzz been like around the place, and does it remind you of when East got to the FA Cup third round a few years ago?
I think so. I think the difference in this has been the fact that we've had obviously a Saturday-Tuesday game leading up to it. Most of the time when you're coming into these FA Cup games, you normally have a spare week, a free week to really plan for it and focus fully on it. So we've, in truth, we concentrated on the Halifax game and then we concentrated again on Torquay. So the boys had their day off yesterday, come back in, done a bit this morning. But I'm sure by tomorrow everyone will really start focusing in on thinking what a big game it's going to be on Saturday, and then by the time Saturday 5:30 comes around, you know, being on the BT FA Cup second round, you know, the motivation's there, and I'm sure they will be looking forward to it. But yeah, as a club, you know, there's a buzz around the place.
And as you say, you often do things kind of in the build-up as well. I think you went paintballing, didn't you, once?
Yeah.
Went bowling. Did you do anything like particularly this week?
No, like I'm saying, if it would have been a free week, we would have done. We've got to hope if we can get through to the third round now that we have a free week, we can do something. Because yeah, I got that off of when I was with Martin Allen. He used to say it's a special competition, it's the best competition in the world. You've got to do something different during that week. So yeah, last year we went paintballing. That didn't work out too well because we got beat. So, but this year, yeah, before the Welling game, we went and done bowling, stuff like that on the Monday. Didn't have a chance to do it obviously before the Stourbridge game just because of the weight of games as well, and it's been the same this one. But yeah, if we get through, and that's a massive if we was to get through and we get a spare week leading into the third round, I'm sure we'll do something. No worries.
Great stuff for me.
All good?
Yeah.
Cheers guys, thanks everyone, that was easy. Thank you very much.